kind of at the point now where you kind of just want to play somebody else and you're kind of sick of looking at the same guys? Or
A little bit, but we still got a little ways to go. You know, we saw a lot of things today that we still need to work on. Some procedural things, you know, on offense. We still have a few penalties out there, so there's a lot of things we got to work on before we get to that first game.
Steve said recently that he was going to like move like the pass and stuff to the mornings, so you guys are like fresh when you're doing that. Is that helped a little bit because you got like fresher linemen in front of you, or?
It's definitely helped a little bit. I feel like we're getting a lot more out of the passing game. We're getting to see a lot more. I feel like I've been having a couple better practices, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's helped a little bit.
How much do you guys? I know Steve said that a lot of he held you out for the most part. Like you wanted to see some of these other guys. How much fun is it for you guys to see these other guys compete and fight for jobs?
Well, at least as a quarterback, you know, most of camp we've had three guys rotating, 3 guys have gotten reps. So it's been great to see the guys that haven't, you know, at least in my position, the guys that haven't gotten out on the field yet, see what they can do, give them a chance to really play. You know, it gives me a chance to coach them up a little bit and help them out. So it's fun to watch. It's fun to be out there. Fun atmosphere.
Is it frustrating with the procedural issues? Because, you know, last week you said the same thing. You know, guys were lining up wrong and jumping off sides.
It is frustrating. It is frustrating. That's something that we really have to fix. We were having a tough time getting out of the huddle at times. Play clock was kind of winding down. Had some problems there. Had a couple problems lining up on the ball. So we got a couple things to work on that we'll work hard, you know, before this game hits us in a couple weeks.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's like guys are saying, "Oh, this isn't the real game. It's a scrimmage, but it's not the game," and taking it a little light?
There might be a little bit of that, and you know, guys, you know, you get enough plays, guys start to mentally check out a little bit, and we can't really afford to do that this year, you know. I mean, so it's something that we really got to work out there on the field. Something that's we had a little more problem with some of the younger guys, but something that our first has to work with as well.
At this juncture of the preseason camp, do you start to see? I mean, ideally, guys should be going hard every day, but when it's getting closer and guys maybe start thinking, okay, like I want to make sure I'm in there for some of these packages they might be installing for the opener. Do guys kind of naturally kick it up a notch around this time?
Well, that's I feel like that's one of the big things for this scrimmage today. You know, you get to see it's really the almost kind of like the final cut kind of deal. You know, you get a chance to see what guys are really doing. You know, how guys have really progressed through camp. It's a chance for some of the younger guys that haven't necessarily played yet to really make their spot and engrave themselves a spot on the team.
How about these freshmen as a whole coming in, the way they're conducting themselves on the field, off the field? What are your observations then just as they're coming in and kind of just soaking everything in? And with the first season of Big East, are these guys asking a lot more questions? Are they focused?
I think as far as off the field to start, I think this freshman class has been great. You know, we've had off the field problems with really every class since I've been here. You know, even my class we had some issues with guys, and we haven't had that yet. They've come in here with a good little bit of maturity. Of course, they're young, so they got stuff to learn. But I think they've really adjusted well, and they're working hard. They're asking the right questions. They're getting with the right guys. On the field, we're seing a lot of guys really progress. So I think this is a very good class for us.
You mentioned just you personally the last couple of days. You see you've done some good practices. What are you doing well? Just feel like you're locked in, or just?
You know, I'm really starting to feel like the ball's snapping off my hand a little bit better. You know, I'm starting to see it better and better every day. You know, we start getting into some different looks, and it can be tough the first couple of days. You see some of those different looks, even if you are a little bit used to them, but even if you have seen them in the past. But you know, I'm starting to see it a little bit better, read it a little bit better, and the ball's starting to snap off my hand, so I'm just feeling pretty good.